Hi everyone, welcome. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the digestive system. There are three factors that affect its rate. First, let's talk about the body temperature. This is like fever, which influences reaction rates. Moving on, we have body size, which after large quantities consumed, protein and cellular responses are stimulated. And last but not least, we have physiological traits like growth and production needing more energy and nutrients. For example, someone experiences malnutrition, therefore there is paucity of necessary food in cells, which decreases metabolic rate. Now let's trace the flow of food. Food then goes through a physical digestion where it goes through the mouth and by chewing turns the consumed food into moistly texture which with the help of enzymes breaks down the starch. Food then goes through the esophagus and into the stomach which triggers peristalsis. It arrives into the stomach which the food gets broken down even more to chunks. This is also an example of physical digestion. The hormones are then secreted which causes the alarm for pancreas, liver, and the gallbladder. Food then enters the duodenum, which is the first part of the small intestine. Here is where the fats are dissolved for easy digestion. This is an example of the chemical digestion. It is dissolved into fatty acid and glycerol. Nutrients then enter and move throughout the bloodstream to be transported throughout the body. This is an example of a physical digestion. Throughout this absorption stage, the small intestine is in charge of the food and water absorption, and the large intestine for the water absorption. And finally, we have the elimination stage, which goes through a chemical digestion where food exits the digestive tract through feces. The end result of these biomolecules are proteins into amino acids, lipids into fatty acids, carbohydrates into glucose, and nucleic acid into pentose sugars, nitrogenous bases, or even phosphate ions. The body then utilizes them through a catabolic process which creates energy that will be used in anabolism. Insulin, glucagon, and other hormone levels rise and fall to keep blood sugar in normal range. When blood sugar drops too low, level of insulin declines and pancreas releases glucagon. When the pancreas releases glucagon, this causes the liver to turn to glycogen and it turns it back into glucose, which releases it into the bloodstream. Hope you learned something. Thank you.